Welcome to Centennial Athletics. It is my hope over the next few moments to give you some background on our athletic program through our vision, mission, and core values, through our eligibility and discipline in our handbook, our registration process, expectations for parents, dealing with concussions, our chain of command, and communication with the athletic department. First, our vision, mission, and core values. Our vision is to be the standard of excellence through athletic and academic success in the area, the Big 12 Conference, and the state of Illinois. Our mission is to promote a culture where athletes grow as people, students, and competitors. We would like our athletes to develop characteristics that will allow them to be successful whenever they leave Centennial High School. Our core values consist of 7 ideas: trust, care, commitment, action, character, hard work, and success. Trust. Can I trust you to do your best? Care. Do you care to become the very best? Commitment. Are you committed to being the very best? And then action. Do your actions support your responses to the previous 3 questions? The next 3, character. Doing what you're supposed to do at all times, even when no one is looking. Hard work, maximum effort in getting better and being a great teammate. And success, value achievement in athletics, academics, and personal development. Through our vision, mission, and core values, we hope that our athletes will leave Centennial High School as better people prepared for life beyond here. Let's talk about athletic registration. Our athletic registration is done online at centennialathletics.org, and we'll talk more about the registration process here in a second. But also on top of that, we also have to have a hard copy of each individual's athletic physical on file in the athletic office. That physical is good for a year, and so that has to be updated each year. Registration on Centennial Athletics is very easy. There's a registration tab at the top of the page. You will have to create an account using your email address. Please make sure that you type your email address in correctly, and also the student athlete's email address in correctly as well, as we are hopeful to begin using our registration as a way of communicating with parents and athletes in a more timely and efficient manner from the athletic department. As part of the registration, you will have to consent to several legal forms. First, there's the athletic discipline sign-off sheet, which basically goes through our discipline, which we will talk a little bit more here in a second. You also have to consent to the IHSA concussion information sheet. It just gives you some information about concussions, and we'll talk more about that here in a few moments as well. There's also the IHSA steroid form on this registration process, our sports medicine waiver, our waiver and release, and finally this video that you are watching currently. Centennial High School offers 21 varsity sports. Here on this page you see the varsity sports and the current start date for this season as we move into 2017-2018. Most fall sports will start on August 9th, with the exception of golf and football, which start on August 7th. Then we have winter sports starting on November 6th, except for boys swimming on November 20th, and competitive cheer and dance on October 30th. And finally, our spring sports. Our spring sports start on February 26th, except for boys and girls track, which starts a little bit earlier due to the indoor season, starting on January 15th. All athletes at Centennial High School have to remain eligible both academically and socially here at Centennial High School. Weekly, we will run a grade report. On that grade report, any student who is failing 2 classes is going to be academically ineligible for the following week. If a student only has 5 classes, they must be passing all 5, as that is the standard for the IHSA. Semester grades also will be looked at for the next semester. So the previous semester, all students must have passed 25 credit hours, with the exception of, obviously, of incoming freshmen. Social probation, this is used to check discipline here at Centennial High School during the course of the week. We will also run this on Wednesday morning and send it out to the coaches to be communicated with the players. 2 or more unexcused tardies, 1 or more unexcused absence, 1 or more discipline referral, 1 or more suspension. All of those would put you on social probation and you would be ineligible for the following week. In order to help our student athletes with grades, we do offer athletic study hall to juniors and seniors currently participating in an athletic event here at the school. This gives students an extra opportunity to work on academic work. We know that they are gone in the evenings for events, practices, so on and so forth. The expectation is that students will use that extra period as an athletic study hall to do just that, to get some extra work done, maybe even go see some teachers and get some extra help, whatever it might be to help with their eligibility issues. If they cannot meet those expectations, they will be returned to PE. As far as our handbook and discipline is concerned, there are certain things that we will discipline for: possession or being under the influence of a controlled substance, ticketed by the police for attendance at a party where there are illegal substances, suspensions from school, including an out of school suspension or a suspension to actions program, a social media violation, which is included in the handbook. Please read through that thoroughly. And any act or behavior that would be deemed a serious nature by the athletic department. The consequences for discipline at Centennial High School, as is in all of Unit 4, the first offense is a 20% suspension from their current or next athletic season. So, for instance, if you were playing the 20 baseball games, you would have to sit out 4 baseball games, as that would be 20%. The second offense is 50% of their current or next athletic season. The third offense is a full calendar year suspension. And the fourth offense is to be suspended for the remainder of their high school career here at Centennial High School. One of the major questions that we deal with when it comes to injuries is concussions. We are very proactive when it comes to concussions. Adam Tarr is our trainer from Carl, and he is very thorough when it comes to concussions and how we react to a possible concussion. We want to err on the side of caution at all times. But if we do have a concussion or suspect a concussion, we will go through these steps to get an athlete back to playing. First, the athlete has to be symptom free for 24 hours. After they are symptom free for 24 hours, they will take a SCAT-3 test to evaluate brain activity. Step 2 is if the athlete passes the SCAT-3 test, they will ride the bike for 20 minutes. And at the end of that, we will readdress any symptoms that may arise after that exercise for 20 minutes. If they don't have any symptoms, the following day they will run for 20 minutes. And again, we will look for symptoms to reappear. If after another day and no symptoms have reappeared, they can perform non-contact drills in practice the following day. After going through practice and non-contact drills, the following day they would be released to participate in practice or in competition. So as you can see, this is a 4 to 5 day process, and that's all from being symptom free. It doesn't necessarily mean 5 days from the day of the concussion. It may take a couple of days to be symptom free. Again, both Adam Tarr, myself, and the coaches here at Centennial take concussions very seriously, and we want to make sure that we are doing the right things for all athletes here at Centennial for their well-being. Next, let's talk about expectations for parents. We want parents to keep athletes or athletics in perspective. Not very many athletes are going to go on to college or even a pro career. Less than 1% of all high school athletes end up with a professional career. 1 in 10 end up with a college career, and most of them are not on college scholarships. We want you to be a positive supporter of all our programs and all our individuals associated with the program. Each player that is participating, each coach that is helping, and any of the other managers or other people being associated with each and every program here at Centennial. We want to we want parents to exercise positive behavior at all times, specifically at our competitions. We want to show respect for our opponents and also for the officials. And parents, we hope that you will be involved in our booster clubs, volunteering to work concession stands, work the gate, to help with a fundraiser, help get meals for teams. There's a plethora of ways to support our booster clubs, and that is a great way to help your individual program and your student athlete in a positive way is through helping with our booster club. Next, our athletic chain of command. If a situation should arise in which an athlete needs to communicate with the coaches, we encourage student athletes to communicate with our coaches. But the first meeting will be between the student athlete and the coach. Once that has taken place, if there are still issues to be resolved, then the student athlete, parent, and guardian will meet with the head coach and whatever assistant coach may be needed to be in that meeting as well. If there are still concerns at that point, then it would come to the athletic director and the principal, and eventually, if it gets to the point, we can involve the Unit 4 Director of Achievement and Student Services. However, you will notice that at each point, the student athlete will be involved in these meetings. We want to make sure that everyone is in clear communication with each other, and so we want to make sure that everybody is together to have these meetings. Finally, athletic communication. There's a lot of ways in which we communicate information out to the public. You can get information through centennialathletics.org. As I said during the registration, we are hopeful to be more efficient in sending out messages via that email that you sign up with. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at CHAR_GERS. Often I put out many things, especially last minute cancellations, time changes, that sort of stuff. I try to get that out on Twitter as much as possible to help with communication. And if you ever have the need to speak directly with me, my name is Tony Millard. I am the athletic director, and the office phone number here is 217-351-3988. Or please feel free to email me at millarto@u4sd.org. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We look for a great year here at Centennial